guess what I got? I got my free sharps container from Novo Nordisk. They make enough money on us. So if you haven't already, go and get your free sharps container. It's a 1.2 gallon. All you do is you go to novocare.com. They're gonna ask you for some contact info, your name, your address, your phone number. They are gonna ask you the magic question. Are you a sharps container? Are you a Ozempic or Wegovy user? I don't know what happens if you say no. I said yes. I know I'm a Zepbound user, but I'm still waiting for Eli Lilly to give their free sharps containers away. So in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and take this one because I think the most important thing here is to make sure we are safely disposing of our needles. I actually have a 3-gallon container that I purchased at the beginning of my journey in February, and that's where all my injector pens have been going. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to transfer my used needles over here. Look at this. This is a great size. 1.2 gallons, has your lid to close the top. And I'm going to go ahead and put them all in here so that my 3-gallon container is empty for me to use for another year, if you will. And because with this same box that Novo sent you this in, it has the address label for you to ship it right back. It goes to MediWaste in San Antonio, Texas. They will take care of all and dispose of them safely. Now, if you have a sharps container at home and you are not sure where to dispose of those used needles, all you do is real easy on Google or your favorite search engine. You search nearest sharps container drop-off location and you will find them, and you take your container there. I have never had to take a container personally myself, but maybe they even let you dump the needles and then keep the container so you can reuse it. I'm not sure. Maybe they ask you to drop the whole thing. Maybe that's a good opportunity for you to transfer your pens into like a detergent container, which people use too. But free, why wouldn't you get it if you can? Novocare.com, enter your information, get your free 1.2 gallon sharps container and dispose of your needles safely. Mexican inspired dinner tasted like restaurant quality. All you need is tostadas, taco seasoned ground beef, shredded cheese, and chipotle salad. I used the Taylor Farms. I put 2 tostadas together for 500 calories, 8 grams of fiber, and 25 grams of protein, and it's absolute chef's kiss. Guess what? The naysayers, they're after us again. This time, Ozempic teeth. How is your tooth health today? How's your oral health today? Well, we do know that one of the symptoms of a GLP-1 like Wegovy and Zepbound is the same way your appetite goes down, so does your craving to drink. This will result in dry mouth, which can result in tooth erosion, which can result in gum disease. So make sure the highlight here is stay on top of your water. You got to stay hydrated. Even if you don't want to drink your water, make sure that you're consuming your water for the day. Make sure you're getting your 2 dental cleanings a year and stay on top of your cavities. You know, your oral health is important too. We want those pearly whites strong and shining. So just a friendly reminder, stay hydrated today. It's important. Your teeth depend on it. And we don't need them to be right about us, all right? We got to show them. We got to prove them wrong. Do you know what today is? It's Grace Injection Day. Hey, Twan, it's Grace Injection Day. All right, let's do injection. Still on 7.5. Last week I did my left stomach. You can still see the bruise. I don't know why I bruised. I did not push the pen super hard on my skin, but so we're gonna do stomach right. Above or below the navel? Let's do below. I always like to clean with an alcohol wipe, a large portion, just in case I go outside of where I planned. $7.5. You're gonna go ahead and take the cap off. You will see the injection. Sometimes I see a little drop of medicine and I just kind of tap it so that it falls off. And then you're gonna go ahead and lay that on your skin. And once it's laid on your skin, then you go ahead and turn the unlock. You're gonna hear 2 clicks. The first click is the needle going down, the second is the needle retracting. It's gonna take only a few seconds. Once you press it, you don't have to hold the top. 1, 2, take a deep breath. I did not feel that at all. And you can see there's like a tiny little bubble drop of medicine. That's crazy. I'm kind of waiting for the blood to come out because I didn't feel that at all. So that must be a really good section of fat. It's crazy. All right, that's it. You know, I always feel my shots. I really do. I feel the sting, and sometimes depending on how cold the medication is, I can feel, you know, the sensitivity in that area. But I was a little bit nervous because I didn't feel the shot at all. So I'm like, please, a little blood come out just to make sure it did go in. And definitely, there's the blood. Oop, I just wiped it, but there's the blood. So it worked.
Hey, Grace, what are you doing? I'm packing. What are you packing for? I'm packing for an impromptu cruise. Woo! You guys know me and my family, we absolutely love to cruise. It is our favorite type of vacation. I don't like airplanes. I don't like airports. I don't like having to check into hotels and figure out our itinerary for the day and call a million places or book a million things for us to do. I love the convenience of cruising. You just get on board and they have everything and all the entertainment and the food and your hotel room all taken care of for you. So it is my sweet daughter's 3rd birthday this Saturday. I'm so like shocked. I cannot believe she's already 3. Like, that's it. When I think about it, this is what I think about. I think she's 3. That means I only get 15 more Christmases with her, 15 more summer breaks, 15 more spring breaks. You know, and as sad as that may sound, you know, it's the realization that my kiddos are growing up. So I'm just like, any occasion or moment or experience that I can have with them, I am going to take, because my time with them is just that short and life is so fragile that, you know, we don't know, one day we're here and the next day we're not, and I want to make sure that I soak them in and that they get every experience with their mom and dad that they possibly can. So my hubby and I, we found an amazing cruise deal for next week. This cruise leaves on Saturday. It's a 7-day cruise, so I'll be out for a week. Yes, I have PTO. My husband has PTO too. And we are taking our kiddos on a cruise to celebrate our sweet daughter's 3rd birthday. Our kiddos have, you know, been cruising. My son started cruising when he was 6 months old, and my daughter started cruising when she was, don't come at me for this, but she was only 2 months old when she started cruising. So they really do enjoy being on the ships. They love all the kids' activities, all the family, you know, fun things that we get to do. They love the water parks. They love the slides. They love the kids' clubs. They love, you know, the playgrounds that they have on the ships. Those ships have gotten really fancy. I know that in the past, they really were catered more to adult and adult entertainment. But now you have these cruise lines, especially like Royal and Carnival, whose ships are really geared towards families. So we got an amazing deal. We could not pass up. And we are just so excited to go. I am nervous. I'm particularly nervous always about the overeating on a cruise ship and making sure I'm getting enough movement. Now, my last 3 trips being on Zepbound since February of this year, I have never gained weight. I've only lost or stayed exactly the same. So my goal this cruise is to keep up that pattern. Try to lose, that would be like ideal, or just try not to gain any weight whatsoever. So my goal is going to be to keep my meals protein focused. I am going to enjoy my food. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those people that goes on vacation and has this, you know, unrealistic plan that I'm gonna, you know, just eat salads and, you know, have jello for dessert. No, I'm gonna eat yummy because that's what you do on vacation. But I'm going to make conscious choices to make sure that I'm always having protein in all my meals, because I know that's going to keep me full longer. And I'm going to make sure that I do movement. I have packed my workout clothes, and I will be wearing my sneakers as I board the cruise to make sure that I have the tools that I need so that I can hit the gym. My plan is to go to the gym Monday through Friday and make sure that I get at least 1 hour of movement in that way, and get my goals that way. So yeah, I'm so thrilled and I'm so excited. I will definitely record on the ship and try to share some of that with you guys when I return. Show you what I eat while I was on vacation and what kind of movement I did. So I'm so excited. Leave me a comment. Can you wish my daughter a happy 3rd birthday? I'm so excited. I cannot believe my baby's gonna be 3. I have secured the goods. I found yellow dragon fruit. I found 3 of them at a supermarket near me. It was $2.99 a pound, so I got these 3 for $6.88. So I will take that as a win. Now these are a little bit more green on the edge than I typically have had them. So I'm thinking that they're not as ripe, but I want to have one. So if you're eating yellow dragon fruit, all you do is slice it down the middle, and you have this beautiful pulp and crunchy seeds. And you scoop it. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And it's so good. So a little bit of unfortunate news. You guys know them, the amazing Christopher and Lorraine from the Downsized. They are hosting meetups all across the country and really allowing space for all of us in the GLP-1 community to meet up and get to know each other. I am all registered for the one that they have in Orlando on September 7th from 6 to 8 p.m. I got the information with the location details. However, because my plans have changed and now we have this impromptu cruise that we booked that returns on Sunday, September 7th, and we are sailing out of Miami and returning back from Miami. Now I have to drive 4 hours to Orlando. Now the ships always arrive early. My issue is that we have family in Miami, so rarely do we ever sail out of Miami and actually are able to just kind of drive away. Our family, we have to make time for our family to get together and see the kids. So I'm gonna make every effort to try to make the 6 o'clock meetup in Orlando. But if I don't, please know, truly, I am devastated. I was so looking forward to this opportunity to get to know so many of you in the GLP-1 community who had reached out and mentioned that you were going to be there. As this GLP-1 community grows, we will have other opportunities to get to know each other in person. But please know, it's likely I will not be able to make it, but I'm going to make every effort to try to stop by, even if it's like the last minute, try to just drop in and just say hi to all you amazing people. I never had their poke bowl. It looks so good. Bang, bang. I just left Costco and it was a little bit of a troublesome trip. I went to pick up one thing that I needed for the trip that it just made more sense to buy it there because it comes in bulk. I did not get a cart, and when I checked my Costco card, the lady even said, "Don't you want to get a cart, a shopping cart?" I said, "No, I'm only here for one thing." And I go straight to where I need to go to get the item that I need to get. And then, of course, they have their free samples. And one non-skill victory that I've had on Zepbound is, those samples, whether it was at Costco or Publix or anywhere else, they really used to get me. And I was the kind of person that would make, a couple laps around to get the same sample several times. But since Zepbound, I really haven't been doing that. Well, today they got me because they had the Dubai chocolate bars, and I know these are all the sensation, and I'm not, you know, I haven't really had them, but I tried one, and they come individually wrapped. This bag brings 15. They're 150 calories, 2 grams of protein, and this is one of those purchases that leaves me thinking and feeling a certain way. You know, I am not at the point on my GLP-1 journey where I abstain from certain foods. I have gotten some criticism here on YouTube that I'm still working through. I realize a lot of you guys are saying, Grace, you know, just don't let people's criticism rub on you like the wrong way. Just ignore it, you know, shake it off. But, you know, it's hard listening and reading things about yourself like you're still eating too much, you're eating the wrong things, you really shouldn't be having that, that's probably why you're not losing more weight. And, you know, that kind of commentary is still hurtful to me. So I know that I shouldn't have gotten these, but I told myself this would be like an awesome, very unique treat. I have never bought these. First time buying these. Never tried them. First time trying them. And I just thought this would be such a fun little treat to share with my husband. My kids won't eat this, but to share with my spouse. And there's 15 bars, and they are individually wrapped, and 150 calories, you know, so it could be like my one sweet treat for the night. I hope that I don't crave them as much as I think I will crave them. You know, I was a compulsive like chocolate eater prior to Zepbound. As a teacher, I always have food in my classroom, and I have treats and chocolates and candy. And I was the type of person before Zepbound that I would sit there, and I kid you not, you know, the little like snack size bars, I could have 10 to 15 of those throughout the day, because I was popping them like Skittles and, you know, not thinking about how many I was eating. I don't do that on Zepbound, thankfully. But, you know, it bothers me that I still like will see something and still want it, and I'm gonna get judged for it. I'm gonna get criticized for it because someone's gonna say, you know, aren't you on a weight loss journey? You shouldn't really be having that right now. You should be eating some lettuce, you know, and lean turkey. But life is short, right? And you gotta live a little. Can't be all about restrictions all the time and a boring life. So anyways, have you tried these? If you haven't tried these, let me encourage you today. They are delicious, and they're definitely worth getting that one time out. Hey everyone, thanks for being here. I just want to let you know about my weigh-in for the week. So when I started Zepbound back in February, I was at 265.4 pounds, and over the last 27 weeks, I have lost 30.4 pounds. That means that this week, I had a loss of 0.4 pounds. It is a loss, it is progress. We are moving forward, and I am happy, and I will take it, especially right before a cruise. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to comment. Tell me what are some ways that you stay on track while on vacation. Give me your best tips, and I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I will come back next week to you with 2 videos. I will give you a cruise recap, what I ate on the cruise, what kind of activities we got involved in, and I will give you a weigh-in video. And weigh-in videos after vacation are always quite emotional because, you know, often it could be a weight gain. I am hoping that's not the case for me, but come back and find out. Bye, you guys. I appreciate you all more than you know. Bye-bye.